Stoops in Oklahoma, plays for him now with the Dallas Renegades. You'll see the game in a matter of minutes here on ESPN. Meantime, if you were watching yesterday...
Here we go, let's go. Monday. Ready, go ahead.
Third down, 16, blitz coming. Nelson pressured, and they get to him and bring him down on third down. It's a loss of 2. And the defense for Jay Hayes, aggressive on third and long. Dwayne Hendricks comes up with a sack.
They're kind of in that no man's land, third and long, fourth and long. Decided to play the field position game with a beautiful ball. Checking up beautifully.
Baylor's Drew Galix kills it, a 33-yard punt, and it's going to be a really long field for St. Louis.
And I guess if you can down it inside the 5, if your punter can do that consistently, then maybe we'll see more punts in this game.
And we're going to learn more and more. Pat on the back from Pat McAfee for Galix, who once kicked the torn ACL in college. Jordan Ta'amu is the St. Louis quarterback, a product out of Ole Miss and a native of Hawaii. Ta'amu, 2-year starter at Ole Miss. Undrafted free agent in 2019, went to camp with the Texans, but didn't stick. The throwing Samoan. He said, I love to throw, I love to move around. And he looked up to the original throwing Samoan, Jack Thompson, at Washington State.
Crowds coming alive down here, Tom. These crowds all weekend have been magnetic.
Matt Jones is tailback. First touch for Jones. Product of the University of Florida, and he finds 5.
And the strength of this St. Louis team is in their backfield. They believe that they have running backs that can carry this football team with Tristan Michael, with Matt Jones, even Keith Ford. If they can establish the running game, it'll get this offense going.
Jones, a third-round pick of the Redskins out of Florida. Had a chance for the starting job there, but couldn't hold it. Pressure coming from the edge. Here's Jones. And a first down run out to the 20.
How about the blocking up front by this offensive line? And ask Coach, could your offensive line be a ground and pound type of offense? And so far early, to get a big first down coming off the goal line, that is huge. Not only if they continue this drive, but it will help them flip the field if they do have the punt.
Time to throw. Beautiful pass and catch. Brandon Riley will turn it into a first down. The most dependable receivers for the Battlehawks are the guys that will line up in the slot.
And I love this play call. Run it 2 times. Establish that you want to be physical. Play action pass. Wide open. Slant behind. It clears up the defense. Makes an easy throw for Ta'amu. Just wants to establish the run. They're bringing more guys into the pocket. And it'll set up a second and long. And now if you're Dallas's defense, you feel like things are in your favor.
Ready, go.
Bringing extra man, Ta'amu going deep again. Nice touch, and it is hauled in up the sideline. Alonzo Russell with a first down catch and a gain of 29. They went after Josh Hawkins at corner again.
Alonzo Russell's a guy that's 6'4". He's the guy that you get close to the goal line. They want to throw balls up, let him go get them. You can see the size. It's pretty good coverage. Great throw by Ta'amu to the outside of the receiver where only he can get it, and then that length of Russell at 6'4" brings the ball in on the sideline.
A double move with a pump fake. Ta'amu drops it in a bucket there.
Ta'amu to see if he can read. It's a 3D coverage, so you're thinking inside, 2 inside receivers on the verticals to see if they can get it.
Ta'amu on the run. He's going to try to run for it. Needs to get to the 45. He does, plus more. And Jordan Ta'amu did it so well in college, using his legs to stretch the defense. Picks up 17 and a St. Louis first down.
And this is the difference between Ta'amu and most quarterbacks in this league. You see the verticals going downfield. DBs are soft. Ta'amu brings his eyes down. He's locating the rush and finding out where he can get outside the pocket and pick up a huge first down.
DBs are soft?
The coverage was soft.
Okay, clarification.
Yeah. The amount of players in here that are going to go to the league, that come from the league, I mean, it's been a hell of a success.
On fourth down, they keep the offense on the field, and they try to run it every play. Lance Dunbar gets stopped, and they will turn it over on downs.
That was one.
That's a huge play by the St. Louis defense.
The ball will go over on downs.
Offense has struggled. They've had some penalties. But they're only down 3-0. They haven't played their best football, but if you're Chuck Long, you're thinking, we can put something together here. We're right back in this game.
Come on, let's drive down this field and score. We're scoring right here. Let's go.
It's a 3-0 lead. The favorites from Dallas.
Hey!
10th play of the drive for St. Louis.
What's up?
Keith Ford breaks through, and Keith Ford takes it into the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown run to give St. Louis its first ever lead.
In a play that looked like it was going to be stopped. And we talked about there hadn't been much tackling by these teams in camp. And so each coaching staff was concerned, how would the tackling be? Pretty good so far in this game, but on this touchdown, completely missed the tackle.
So now the point afters give the teams options. You can go for 1 from the 2, 2 from the 5, or 3 from the 10.
St. Louis has elected to try.
And it's interesting talking to the coaching staff. They're all using different analytics and trying to figure out where the most value is. St. Louis thinks it's from the 5-yard line.
And Chuck Long said, might as well go for 2. That was his analytics. We might as well go for 2. We'll see how it works out.
So there wasn't much of a difference in the success rate between the 2-yard line and the 5-yard line. Tamu, fade route, looking for Washington. Diving catch, but out of bounds. And so St. Louis fails to convert.
Rolling, guys, rolling.
Here's what the touchdown looked like from Keith Ford.
Both teams have timeout.
Ford in and out of traffic.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
And right through the would-be tackle of Teddy Adewuse. Jonathan Hayes' Battlehawks have their first score.
If you're St. Louis, with the penalties you've had, you've turned the ball over, and to be up 6-3 late in this half, if your defense can get out here and hold Dallas for this last minute 20, how excited is your locker room going to be to have a lead in this game when you know offensively you haven't played well?
There's another part to that excitement. We told you at the beginning, each winning team will split $100,000 per victory. So it's for the love of football and more.
I am on the sideline here with Jordan Tamu, who just got dapped up for leading the team. Your first half of professional football coming to an end here with a touchdown. How do you feel out there?
I feel good. Never had much possession going in. So as soon as we start moving, I think our offense is really good as a team. So once we get the ball, we're going to keep driving and move fast.
Oh, so you were moving, then you guys would shoot yourselves in the foot. It seemed like earlier, then you finally get it in there. What are you looking to take into the second half, you think?
Hey, less penalties, less false starts, and just keep moving as an offense, as a team, and we all play together. And no penalties, like I said. So
I like where his head's at, Tom. I really do. He's such a calm guy for being 22.
Yeah, he's chill. I mean, what is he, Hawaiian? Yes, he is. He went to New Mexico Military College. He said, I was so frustrated, I wanted to quit at one point, but we had to shave our heads, and I couldn't imagine going back home with a shaved head.
here we go.
That was a real excuse for him.
St. Louis 6, Dallas 6. We'll take you inside the locker room. We've got more access coming. A look back of the previous game today. Welcome back to the XFL on ESPN. We're at the half between St. Louis and Dallas. Second game of the day in the XFL. And this one is tied at 6. Jonathan Hayes is with Pat McAfee.
Coach Hayes, obviously tie game here, 6-6. What did you tell the boys at halftime?
Well, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. Hell, we have a couple of legal procedures. We put the damn ball on the ground. We got to eliminate those things. I think we're running the ball well. I think our defense is playing stout. We just got to finish it now. 12
years as a player in the NFL, 16 as a coach. How do you feel about your first half as an XFL head coach?
I could still do a couple things better, too, myself. I got to make sure I stay on top of the situation. So we'll get it right, though.
Coach, you're doing a hell of a job. Back to you, Tom.
Well, there is almost a family feel to this one. Jonathan Hayes and Bob Stoops have known each other a long time.
You expect to run it out here.
Tamu looking, Cole Hunt fell. Tamu will take off, and he slides down what would have been shallow center field when this park was used for baseball. So Marquette King, NFL leg, all-pro at one point with the Raiders, gets away a boomer, his best kick of the day. And Gerard Hurd has to go Willie Mays at the 20. Pat McAfee, how about your boy, Marquette King?
It's beautiful to see him hammer a ball like he just did. The first couple he missed a little bit. The XFL ball isn't easy to hit, but if you get a hold of it, that thing goes. Marquette just showcased why he was an all-pro in the NFL, why he's probably going to end up back in the NFL, and why he's a weapon. That's a big field flip, especially with the way the momentum was going in the last couple plays.
Ringo! Hey! Here we go! Monday! Ready, go ahead!
Nelson is going to take off, and he gets stuck and up in it at the scrimmage. Big time hit for St. Louis's Dexter McCoy.
Trying to hit that circle button, Tom.
Listen, now, composure is key. Composure is key, but here's the thing we got to do. We got to relax and get back into our groove. You understand? Get in our groove. Quit overthinking.
From Hayden Fry to Marty Schottenheimer, Bill Cowher, Marvin Lewis, he's learned so much from all the coaches he's played for and coached with. But the thing he took from Bob Stoops, being with him at Oklahoma, never let the players see you panic. Looking for composure here. Trailing for the second time in this game. And the St. Louis return takes it out to the 30. Pat standing by with Hal Mummy.
I didn't care how the punter was. We didn't even want to see the punter hit the field, and he's punted the ball way too many times if you're St. Louis.
This is another laser.
I concur, but whenever the wide receivers drop balls, you need a punter to save it with a perfect. What is he doing?
What in the world?
What?
Hey, Pat. Pat almost ran out there and downed himself.
Oh, that was the perfect. Just stay off the ball. Just don't even touch it. Marquette just in a perfect punt. Just don't even touch it, buddy.
Rolling on the field.
Wow.
It was not
Right
touched by
through
the
the
receiving
wickets
team.
on
Therefore,
Gerard
it's a
Hurd.
touchback. First down from the 35-yard line.
What?
And so it goes from inside the 1 out to the 35-yard line.
It's not often that you get to see a perfect. Troy Aikman's walking towards me right now.
How many times you see these special teams players? Just leave it alone. The ball's going to be on the half-inch line.
Amen. That's a voice of football.
Hey, look, Bo Harness hadn't got a chance to touch the ball.
That's Troy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to that guy that just ruined a perfect punt.
Do we have to pay for Troy's analysis?
I don't have the bag, but you guys probably do.
Those guys on the punt team, honestly, they get so excited because they don't get to touch the ball much that when they see it.
Now, I will point this out. Steve Harness was trying to track that thing. It very nearly hit Gerard Hurd and went right between his legs. So if he thinks that went off the punt returner, you fall on it for 6.
That wasn't even a good fall on it, though. He didn't even recover it.
He'd be terrible at Hungry.
Yeah, that was terrible.
My man,
We got a flag on the play.
incredible effort on a special teams play there. Ends up backfiring a little bit. What was going through your mind?
I thought he touched it, so I tried to get on the ball before he got on the ball, and then went in the end zone.
71.
Okay, Joey, you're 100% right. I can respect the hell out of
Previous
that.
spot there.
Can we have Pat more often?
It's behind right
Yeah, I'd like to point out that I was the one that was right.
Hits.
Guys out in the desert said 52.5 was the number. We're going to come in way under that one, looks like. Nelson gets taken down in the backfield. St. Louis looking for a play. It comes from Terrence Garvin. A sack and a loss of 2.
Ready to go! In every single possession matters right now.
Tamu.
Great catch.
They say caught, and it's a first down on a pickup of 12. Alonzo Russell out of Toledo.
Ready, go!
Tempo for Ta'amu in St. Louis. In a swing, Pearson L takes it up the sideline and a first down for the Battlehawks. 13-yard gain.
Pearson L was an All-American punt returner in Nebraska 2000.
All right, Joey Galloway and Pat McAfee, we head to the 4th quarter. Final game of the opening weekend of the XFL. And Dallas, heavy favorites. Sorry I got distracted. Those guys aren't wearing shirts. The Renegades have a field goal lead as we start the 4th quarter. St. Louis Battlehawks in the whites with the gray trousers. Dallas in all black. Tiamu trying to take off. He will pick up a first down and plenty more. Inside the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 35-yard scramble.
And this was a called quarterback run. This is a great play call. The quick step, offensive lineman downfield, and all of a sudden now Talmo at his speed against the defensive Dallas. They track him down, but they're inside the 10. Can they finish this off and get back in the lead?
Nothing else. Let's listen to both sides.
Let's go 11. Let's go H, bunch right. 502.
Tell them again. Hey, tell them to rush. Just straight rush up front. Tell them to rush. 502. Empty or rain.
That's my favorite call I've ever heard.
No, we're good.
It sounds a little backyardish, doesn't it? Let's just rush him. 3rd and goal. 11th play of the drive.
H bunch, there's your H in this bunch, and we'll see if the ball goes there.
Tamu looking in zone, back of it. It is
Touchdown.
caught. Touchdown, St. Louis. Alonzo Russell with a 9-yard strike from Tamu.
Ruling on the field.
Language, please, boys.
St. Louis back in front. They're going to go for 1.
That was a dime, by the way, from Tamu.
Point afters, you're allowed to go for 1 point from the 2-yard line. You can elect to try a 2-point conversion from the 5 or 3 points from
St.
the
Louis
10.
will try for 1 from the 2-yard line.
Here's some of the strategy. Coach Long told us you might as well go for 2. Well, now they're up 3. They got a chance to put this at 4 to make it so that they just can't kick a field goal. All of a sudden, that 1 looks pretty good to them.
So does the underdog. And Jones denied on the conversion. Jonathan Calvin got into the backfield, but St. Louis got a touchdown pass from Jordan Tamu.
And what a throw. On the money, goes up Russell, 6'4", 218. You put that ball up high near that goal post, and the defensive back will have trouble going up to get it with him.
I'm here with Jordan now on the sideline. Jordan popped a big run down the middle of the field, showing some athleticism, and then he threw an absolute strike in the end zone. What was it about that drive that really got you guys going?
You know, just the speed. I told the guys they can't hang with us. That we just got to show them that each play, hey, next play, next play, next play. No matter if we lose yards or gain yards, it's the next play. So our goal was to score. So that's our goal. The rest of the game is keep scoring. Defense gets stops, and we're gonna keep scoring.
All right, great drive, Jordan. The composure's unreal from this kid. And yesterday we saw a lot of very tired interviews. I'm impressed with his conditioning there, able to talk.
Yeah, especially after the longest play of the day was his 37-yard run to start the quarter.
A lot of times you'll see with athletic quarterbacks, they pop off a big run, it gets them in rhythm. A nice pass is coming next because now they're back in their element. They're making those kind of plays, moving the chains, their biggest play of the day, and then the throw, he then makes his best throw of the day.
If you haven't seen the kickoff, here's what it looks like. Taylor Russolino will kick it from the 30. His coverage team lined up at the 35. Only 5-yard separation. They can't move until it's fielded. From the 5. Wow, what a hit! St. Louis getting momentum from both sides of the ball. Well, Derek Hoskins out of Florida State. Deep ball, and Jazz Ferguson wasn't ready for it. You could hear Philip Nelson scream Jazz as soon as he let it go. Missed opportunity for Dallas, and the Northwestern State product wasn't ready. 5th St. Louis possession to start inside their own 20. Tamu will keep it.
That is a great play call. A terrific, maybe the best play call of the day.
For inside zone. Straight ahead. First down run, Matt Jones. Chuck Long calling up some winners.
Guys are going.
180! That's it!
Pressure from the edge. Tamu to the slant. That's good for a St. Louis first down and plenty more. DeMornay Pearson out to the 40. Stays on his feet before he's taken down. And St. Louis goes into Dallas territory on a 39-yard run after the catch.
It's the second time they've called Soda. Soda is the quick pop behind the linebacker. You can see Pearson L coming across. Because they run the ball so well in this game, they run it for 172 yards. It opens up the little pop pass behind. The first time they ran it, the second time they hit Pearson L for a big play.
Shoelace.
That is just a great defensive play call to send a blitz when a team is trying to run a double move when the quarterback has to hold the ball.
48-yard attempt now for Taylor Russolino. They're making a 2-score game, and it is true. And St. Louis takes a 15-9 lead with 5:16 to go. Pat, it's been an amazing weekend already. What a way to cap this thing.
It has been an absolutely wonderful weekend, which leads us to the man who's in charge of this thing, Oliver Luck. When Vince McMahon approached you about relaunching the XFL, could you imagine a much more successful weekend than this has been?
Not my wildest dreams. Some great games. This one's a old-fashioned slugfest, a little bit of a barn burner in terms of the teams being so equally matched. So what a great opening weekend for us.
I know you guys took 7 months to kind of test out these new rules. The reviews have been nothing short of spectacular. The kickoff rules, everybody loves. The extra point attempt, everybody seems to love it. Did you have a sense that it would have this overwhelming positive response?
I thought the vast majority of football fans would like it because the underlying rationale, why did we change the kickoff, makes sense, right? And it makes sense not just for excitement, but for player safety as well. So we had a pretty good feeling that these rules were going to be well accepted by our fans.
The XFL is a good thing for this country. It's a good thing for football. I don't think anybody can be more proud than what we've got going on from you and your team, Oliver.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Pat.
No problem. Tom, Oliver Luck has been nothing short of professional, and what an overwhelming, successful weekend this has been for the XFL.
Not quite for Dallas yet, though. Came in as 9.5-point favorites, and they're in danger of losing here at home. Marquise Young with the return. Couple of push-ups.
Here's your Y. They ran this play earlier, see if the Y can get the outcut.
Tamu
Great.
got him. First down, St. Louis.
Remember they ran that play earlier and the Y fell down?
Yep.
They're talking about getting the ball out. He gets this ball out on time in a tight window. This is a terrific throw. Tomo's been different in this fourth quarter. These throws he's made, you can tell he's settled in.
That long run has changed everything for him, Joey.
2 minutes. Gotcha.
Taylor Heineke, backup quarterback, told him 2 minutes. Jonathan Hayes says, I got this. They will let the clock run out. We'll go to the 2-minute warning here at opening weekend, the final game
We have
of the
reached the 2-minute
XFL
warning of
weekend.
the ball game. Timeout.
The underdog Battlehawks from St. Louis lead 15-9 with 2 to go. Take sacks.
Yeah, and that's going to happen with the young quarterback. And in this situation, he takes a sack, but honestly, it would be interesting to see what happens in the second play.
Just remember the same thing we talked about earlier. He's square like that. Give the shoulder square to give it. You know what I mean? When in doubt, give it.
Okay. That'll be good. All right, what do you want? Dual left, Iowa even, VIP. Dual left, Iowa even, VIP. Dual left, Iowa even,
There is a
VIP.
reason he would cover his mouth. He's standing in the play call. It's because the other team can still read lips and seal signals, even if they can't hear the audio. We
Dual left, Iowa even, VIP.
They're going to run the ball.
There's not a whole lot of calls, right?
We all know that.
They do it again. Dallas with the stop. Remember, inside 2 minutes, even though it wasn't out of bounds or an incomplete pass, the play clock will stop. The game clock will stop, pardon me.
The play clock.
And they'll run 5 seconds off the play clock before it starts winding again.
Dual right, Iowa on, VIP.
Pat, you said that number was a minute 12?
Yeah, all the coaches I spoke to, a minute 12 when the opponent has 0 timeouts is good enough to win you the game. Obviously, first down is massive here, but you also want to keep the clock moving.
3rd and long. And nothing. That's a loss of 1. 1:04 to go. 4th down coming up.
You take this down.
Pretty vital in the punt game.
Dallas comes after it. King gets it away. Hurd chase to the sideline. And he muffs it. Gerard Hurd falls on it.
Game over. St. Louis Battlehawks win because of a punt.
Easy, Pat, easy.
That's what punters do, Joey. Oh no, they say Dallas recovered it.
I hope nobody changed the channel.
Ruling on the field is that the fumble was
I mean,
recovered
the
by
Oscars
Dallas.
are on. That's
First
boring.
down.
Right now, we got a shootout here in
We
Dallas.
really need a red carpet. We got a green carpet.
Yeah, the problem is Nelson hasn't gone downfield very well.
Yeah.
And so if you're Dallas and you need to score and you need to go, do something you haven't been able to do all day long, you're going to ask Nelson to now push the ball downfield, and the 2 deep balls he's thrown have been out of bounds.
You know who has a great...
Here we go. Here we go. Monday.
Clock starts now. Nelson. Deep. Intercepted. And St. Louis is going to steal a road win. Their captain, Will Hill, with the interception to seal this one.
Whole squad going down for a family photo. That's what we're talking about. I was just invited. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Will Hill got a heck of a souvenir. That's Dallas's football, and he can keep it.
I want to let you know, it was just mentioned by somebody on the sideline that maybe that spread of 9.5 was completely wrong.
Could be.
How about the over-under of 52.5? Pat, I hope you made some money on that one.
I believe all 4 unders hit this weekend, which nobody could have expected, but I'll be interested to see what the lines do next week.
St. Louis, the only road team to win this weekend. I hope you got the Battlehawks in the money line.
I'm with Coach Hayes down here on the sideline. Coach, first game as head coach, first XFL game. How do you feel with the squad?
Hey, feels great, especially against the guy that brought me in the coaching box. He's a hell of a coach. He's got a hell of a team. Well, I'm just happy we came out on top.
What did you like from Ta'amu today?
I liked his poise. I loved his poise, and he showed it.
Hey, don't rub it in his face too much, Coach.
Great job, Bob.
I'll tell you what, two members have a lot of respect for each other. Great game down here in Dallas. The Battlehawks just had a great game plan, and Ta'amu showed up.
The surprise of the weekend that St. Louis is able to come on the road as 9.5-point underdogs and take down Dallas. Now, if you're looking for positives for this Dallas team, Landry Jones will be in action next week against Los Angeles. And Joey, seemingly this offense will look better with more of a deep threat with his arm.
Yeah, I think you liked what Philip Nelson did there for a while in the first 3 quarters. It was fine, taking the underneath throws, getting some first downs, moving the ball, didn't get a lot of points out of it. But it's in the fourth, when you need to go downfield, that's when you're in trouble when you're playing that kind of offense.
And so Jonathan Hayes able to put together a 15-9 victory. St. Louis will stay on the road. They go to Houston next weekend. Jordan Ta'amu, the winning quarterback, saying about Pat.
Oos, it felt like you really hit a rhythm whenever you popped that long run. This second half was a completely different offense for you guys. What did you see out there?
I just saw that they gave us the run all game, and it showed in the yards that the running backs did. That started with the O-line, and receivers helped out a lot with just the outside screens and just taking what they give us. And that's basically it.
You're 22 years old. This is your first professional ball. In early, was there any jitters? You felt pretty comfortable from the jump.
Yeah, I was nervous, but at the same time excited, more excited, just to be able to play again and with the XFL. So this is the first year of many more years to come, and first game of many more games. So I'm excited and blessed.
What's Coach Hayes like as a head coach? What was his message at halftime, and how is this going to contribute or continue throughout the entire season?
Yeah, Coach Hayes is a wonderful coach. He knows what he wants, knows what he needs, and he told us at halftime, hey, we got to keep doing what we're doing. Defense makes plays, and offense just keep driving and keep running down their throat, and that's basically what we did. Started with the O-line, like I said. They did a wonderful job tonight.
Incredible fade, incredible game. Congrats to you, young man. We can't wait to watch you this season. Ta'amu had a massive game today. Put the team on his back on numerous occasions. Terrence Garvin here, former NFLer, played his ass off on the defensive side of the ball. Tom, this Battlehawks team, 9.5-point underdogs, come away with a massive win in Dallas.
Pat, you mentioned the fade. Jordan Ta'amu's hair looks better than when he got it shaved at New Mexico Military College, and his game, Joey, has progressed. He can now say he's a professional quarterback. He's got a start under his belt, and he's got a W under his belt.
You can see he settled into this game. The couple throws he made in the fourth quarter for the touchdown, the Y out that they hit, were throws that are big time. On the money, on time, more importantly, and it started with the run. When you take an athletic quarterback like Ta'amu and he makes big plays with his feet, all of a sudden they feel comfortable, and you can see the throws get better.
15-9, maybe not as much offense as the folks at Caesars had in mind, but enough for Jordan Ta'amu and St. Louis to win this road game.
You see this throw down the field to the outside. You always throw the receiver to his outside shoulder so the defensive back can't get to it. It's a great throw to the sideline. And then stepping up, taking off, running, and watch the speed. He gets a first down, moving the chains. And again, this is a play call for a quarterback run. And it is just a foot race. Gets him inside the 10-yard line. paid this off. What a great throw to the slant to Russell, who's 6'4", throws it up in the air, gets the foot in bounds. And St. Louis's offense, especially in that fourth quarter, was completely different.
So if St. Louis wants to get off to a great start in this league, they'll have to win on the road. They go to Houston next, but couldn't ask for a better start than that. Bob Stoops returns after 3 years away from this game. And how Mummy's air raid offense, they had the air taken out of them. How can they improve?
Well, when we talk to this coaching staff and they talk about Landry Jones and what he brings to the table, they're very excited he'll play next week. And I think this offense is going to look completely different. Philip Nelson completed a lot of balls, but not for much yardage. Look for Landry Jones to go downfield next week.
What did we learn about the league as a whole, and what did we learn about some of the things that we're going to need to know when it comes to game planning in this league with the new rules and the clock situation?
One thing we know is they're going to hit. These guys are hitting a lot, so you see that, and that's part of football. But the other thing is when you talk about some of the things they do with going for 1, 2, or 3 after games and how that plays in toward the end of the game there, we're seeing teams trying to run the clock out. And Pat told us you got to get to 1:15 with 4 plays to run it out, and so they had to punt the ball. So there's a lot of timing things and going for extra points that'll play into the strategy of this game.
Mizzou made LaDamian Washington with a great showing for his home state team, and the odds look like this coming into the season. Dallas, the favorites to win the XFL championship at 5-2. St. Louis at 6-1 alongside DC, but the Battlehawks certainly look a lot better. So Dallas and Tampa Bay, the 2 favorites, both took losses today. The home team, this weekend, I should say, that was today. The home teams go 3-1. What a fantastic opening weekend of XFL football throughout the country. Next Sunday, our crew will come your way Sunday at 3 o'clock on ABC. When Dallas looks to get off the schneid, they go out west to take on the Wildcats. For Joey Galloway, Pat McAfee, our sensational XFL on ESPN crew, I'm Tom Hart. Coming up next year on ESPN, The Undefeated presents the Year of the Black Quarterback. So long from Arlington.